Had 117 break in the third frame to take a 3-0 lead. That was his 50th century of the season. And even for John Higgins, that is good going. He's only hit that mark 3 times before, Ken, in his very lengthy career.
Well, that's a stat I wouldn't have thought of. I would have expected a bit more than that because of the number of centuries that he's had in his career. Yeah, that's unusual. Well, it sort of gives a clear indication, Phil, about we talk about his consistency this year. You know, he's got to a lot of semi-finals, played some really good stuff, and then just every now and again just throws in sort of a match out of the blue. Oh, mistake.
Yeah, I think the Higgins century production is also a factor of the busyness of the tour these days. When he turned pro, it was a reasonably vibrant circuit. Then it went to basically a handful of tournaments each season. Now, the game is massively on the up. And these guys are playing virtually week in, week out. With this Riyadh season, World Masters of Snooker being a wonderful new addition to the calendar.
Yeah, I think just, chatting to the boys, and I think they're all excited about playing in this and the possibility of that 167 as well. I think it's just great to have snooker back in the Middle East. First time in Saudi Arabia. Of course, we played in Dubai for a number of years, but that was a long, long time ago. It's so popular in this part of the world. It's great to be back. Oh, this cue ball is traveling and it needs to travel. Has he got the cover? He's got the cover on that red just to the right of the black, so he's okay, but yeah. Can John Higgins muster good return of safety here? That'll do, but he may find himself right behind the black when he comes back to the table. It's a possibility. It's a delicate little shot. He's going to just on the cue ball right behind the black. He's got to get it almost touching the black, and that will do nicely. Pretty close. Oh, well, once again he's had a bit of a result there, John Higgins.
Touching ball.
Talking about 167s, 147s, John Higgins has made 13, but I think in many respects his first in professional competition was one of the most remarkable of the 200 we've had now. It was in the Nations Cup, so it was a single frame kind of deal. But the incredible thing was, his first 147 was on TV, and he never made one in practice before.
Yeah, quite incredible. And I know who it was against as well. It was against Dennis Taylor, wasn't it? In the Nations Cup. Yeah. Scotland against Northern Ireland. And that was his first ever maximum. Quite incredible.
So I would say the overwhelming majority of pros have made 147s in practice. A whole slew of them. But they haven't all made it in a match, and he made his first in any environment, actually in front of the TV cameras.
We'll have a bit of a stalemate here, Phil. There might be. Well, that was a foul. We might have a little re-rack.
Did you touch that one? Yeah. Okay, sorry, beg your pardon. Yeah, it's touching ball.
Touching ball. Well, he has to play away, but can he get it up behind yellow and brown, or is he going to attempt it? Might try and attempt it. Right up behind the yellow and brown. All 4 cushions here. Oh. A little bit short, but as long as he's covered this red just below the black, he's okay. And there you go. Clever little shot there from John Higgins. Could have got it round to the yellow and brown and may have got a snooker on all the reds. I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't leaving the possibility of that red over the left corner pocket. Now what's available? A plant? Is there a plant in the middle of this pack? Into the right corner. There's 2 reds in a line. He's got a shot to nothing here. Let's have a look. Oh, it was close, but look at the cue ball. Is it going to get behind the brown? Needs to stop. Oh. Well, there was the 2 reds in a line almost. Had to be made. You just saw the grimace, didn't you, from Ali there as he walked back to his chair. He's left this red. And the possibility of getting on the black off this shot as well. Oh, it's just got too much topspin.
Trouble with those shot to nothing plants, if they're almost there, they stick in the jaws and remain close to the pocket.
Oh, this is a wonderful positional shot. What a shot this is. Tough blue into that left centre, but how he's judged it off 2 cushions. Well, 3 cushions actually to get on this red.
7.
Next to the black. Beautiful.
You know, Ken, in pool, and we know Ali Al-Obaidli plays that game very well indeed, as well as snooker. In pool, a plant is known as a combination. Missing that plant and then Higgins knocking in the red, that could be a combination that signals the end of the match, because he's got a great chance here.
Yeah, and the reds are, well, I won't say they're ideal, but he's got a few options. I'm playing for this red into the left centre, and he's on it perfectly.
14.
Judged that nicely off 2 cushions. Yeah, there's a possibility of a plant into this left corner, but I think he's gone too far. Yeah, there's the plant. So maybe something in a couple of shots' time that he could
15.
look at.
And there won't be any tension here. He's playing an inexperienced player who he's very much fancied to beat. He's 3-0 up. He's just made a century. He's flowing. This is the ideal environment for another sizable break.
$21.
Well, as Ali looks at John Higgins walking around the table, has he played his last shot? And there you see, we'll look at 4 reds available.
28. $29. $36. $37.
was watching Judd Trump
44.
practice on the table a little earlier, just hitting a few shots here and there. You were there also, Ken, and he was remarking how nicely reactive the table is. And
45.
I think we got an indication there off the last black from Higgins. Very little effort and screwed back with consummate ease.
Yeah, no, I watched the Judd Trump hit a few balls on the, and he was saying, as you rightly mentioned, just how reactive the cloth is. And
50.
I think that makes the, you know, the breaking of the balls, of course, they move
50.
a little bit easier. They split it a little bit easier as well. It's very important. We might see them split here. Now, have a look at the cue. How far it comes back. Look, almost to there. That's very unusual. Not many players would go back that far with the cue. Is there a few?
58.
Max Selby being one of them.
59.
But it's something that he feels that gives him better control. Really close in. Nice backhand motion from John Higgins. And he's free flowing
64.
now. Quick glance at the score. Red and colour will be enough.
65.
And much like Ding a little earlier, this run out will stand Higgins in good stead when he plays Mark Williams tonight.
Yeah, completely agree. Got a feel for the table. Pace. And he's played well. You know, he could get
72.
back-to-back centuries here, so that give him a bit of confidence going into that match later on. But what a cracker that will be. They've contested so many great matches over the years that they're going to contest another one out here. Needs the cannon here to keep the break going. Oh, it's okay. He's on the bottom
80.
red. He may need the extension, extended rest.
That's a shame, just when we
Higgins,
thought we might
80.
witness back-to-back centuries. Thought Ali Al-Obaidli might concede there, but he just wants a little more time out there to savour it.
1.
Yeah, and it'd be nice for him to, you know, make a little break here. I feel, you know, there's a couple of frames that he could have won, had a chance. That pink that he missed into the right centre pocket. Could have won
8.
that frame and leveled things up at one apiece. And that was one that really sort of got away.
Yeah, most certainly. We saw a replay of that just before
9.
the start of the third frame, didn't we? And that was a bad mistake, much like the red he missed with the rest on a break of 43 earlier on in frame 2. But the pink was the most glaring error, definitely.
15. Ali Al-Obaidli, 15.
Now the concession arrives. John Higgins was a little patchy in the first 2 frames, but back to his usual excellent self in the last 2. Breaks of 117 and 80.